UFC PJ Penn just hit us with some serious accusations, and his evidence got people scratching their heads for real, for real. In his own words, my mother, Lauren Shin, my brother, J.D. Penn, my brother, Reagan Penn, and my brother, Kaylani Mamazuka were all murdered. And let's take a
Lorraine
look at
Shin, my brothers J.D. Penn, Reagan Penn, and Kalani Mamazuka were all murdered. And this picture right here, I took it during the governor's campaign. My mom's anti-helix is falling off and in her ear. And then you can see the two different kind of skins on the back of her neck that she's wearing some kind of makeup, a skin makeup. And then here's my brother. I thought his ears looked funny, so I go, let me see your ears. And then I looked and I saw his eye later, and then he has freckles on his ear. And none of us have freckles, not even my white dad doesn't even have freckles. So just I want to ask the Hilo Police Department, what are you guys gonna do? Let's get these guys. Let's get these guys. They got murdered. They go find out these people, and then we got to take DNA tests for all the other.
Penn ain't just talking crazy. He's coming with receipts showing dental records, facial features, and even height differences. My man's pointing out specific details like real JD has all his teeth and pointy chin, while exposing how the replacement got different dental work. Let's check out that video.
I made a video earlier talking about my mom and my brothers getting hurt. This is real JD and fake JD. Real JD has all of his teeth and a pointy chin. Fake JD is taller and has a crooked front left tooth and no back teeth, even though me, JD, and Reagan never had a cavity in our whole entire lives. I finally found a real picture of JD, his wedding picture. The fake JD with no teeth is from the last Thanksgiving a couple months ago. This is the original picture that I noticed something was strange because his eye color was brown, not black, and had a crooked front tooth, which I never saw before. I googled JD's name and there were no pictures of him on the internet, only one or two of himself and none showing his teeth. So I asked Rich Cho, Bellator matchmaker who is always with JD, to send me a picture of JD with his teeth. Rich sent a picture, but it looked like it was photoshopped. His tooth was extra white, so I kept bugging fake Lorraine Chin about JD's teeth and that it wasn't him, to have JD send me a picture. And then this new fake JD guy sends a picture of all of his teeth back in his mouth. Third JD has a growth up on his right eye. His right cauliflower ear is completely different, and the other JD, and he doesn't match up. But I try to push them together in a collage thing just to try to line it up, just to see if it is real, and realize how many people are playing JD. And this picture that I noticed, the kids look like Fraggle Rock. LJ's neck is so long, so I compared him to long neck guy. And then I looked at the younger boy MJ, and his eye goes under by the nose, and there's nothing here that looks like LJ's.
So yeah, he's demanding DNA tests and got timestamp evidence. Could a UFC Hall of Famer really be onto something, or is this deeper than we think? Um, I'm not gonna brush him as crazy or anything because we really don't know. There is a possibility. Hey, his accusations could be true. When Penn's been exposing government corruption since his governor run, exposed major land development corruption schemes. So he's making a difference in Hawaii, and actually running for governor is gonna get some eyes on you. What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, that man sound crazy as hell.
Yeah, see,
I'm just
I don't want to
kidding.
brush him off like
I'm
that.
just kidding. Yeah, like the thing that I kind of always go back to is just because you don't have an explanation or you don't know doesn't mean things aren't true.
Mhm.
So I hope the guy finds the answers that he's looking for and he don't get taken out before he finds them. Yeah, crazier things have happened.
Mhm.
You know, people. I'm a true believer that the real news is in the movies. You know, they desensitize you to stuff like that because they put it in all these movies, and um, and then they say that can't happen. That's some movie stuff. That's some sci-fi stuff. They don't really do that. They do that on purpose to desensitize people to it and kind of make them okay with it happening if it does happen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
it's a
so
possibility.
I wouldn't put it
Yeah,
past him.
it's a possibility. I mean, I feel like he's more realer than Conor McGregor if he's standing up for against the government corruption and stuff. But Penn passed multiple mental health evaluations during his UFC career. Several fighters have reported similar concerns. Three of his close associate reported similar family changes. See, can't brush it off. He's experiencing something that we don't know what's going on, but man, just report. And it's just scary. Think of the possibilities of you see your family every single freaking day and you know their features, and all of a sudden, suddenly it changes. That like blows my mind to think that way. So he's the only one could really speak onto it. But do you think that's scary, Jess? That's pretty fucking scary.
Hell yeah. What if somebody came in your home, changed your family out, and said, act how you act? And you figured it out by noticing little
Hmm.
things. Because, like you said, you know your family better than anyone else. You live with them every day. You go through each day, every hour with them, and you know little things. And something minor to someone else may be major to you. Like something like the way they cut something, but previously they absolutely despise doing it that way. But all of a sudden today, out of nowhere, they're okay with
Right.
that. But years and years and years and years and years, and they've hated that their entire life. And you go off and you tell somebody, hey, they cut their sandwich a different way today, and they hate that. Well, of course, everyone on the outside looking in is gonna be like, "Are you fucking crazy? You've been
Mhm.
working too much. Are you? Maybe you need to
Yeah.
go see somebody." You know,
Right.
sometimes it's the smallest things and just enough difference to where nobody will believe you and look at you like you crazy. So hey,
Mhm. No, you're right. Penn's property holdings exceed 20 million, so adding weight to his asset concerns. Multiple witnesses have corroborated some of his timeline observations. It's scary. It's scary, but never dismiss someone's concerns without investigating. Yeah, document everything. It seems like he's doing that. If something's off, trust your instincts, but verify the evidence. Yes. I hope I've been trying to see any updates. It doesn't seem like any updates. I think they're trying to can this story. Maybe there's some truth to it. Seek professional help to document and investigate concerns properly. I'm gonna keep up on this. I think because I have not seen anyone else talk about it. It's posted once and no coverage at all. So we'll see where this goes. Hawaii is like a second home. I have cousins over there, and yeah, corruption's all over the place there. Homeless, crime, these YN people are just like going crazy, and something needs to change for sure. But yeah, leave your thoughts on that, your comments below. Whether Penn's right or wrong ain't even the point anymore. What's real is that someone who's given everything to this sport is crying out, showing evidence, and asking for help. In this age of deep fakes and technology, who's to say what's impossible anymore? Instead of clowning someone for speaking up, maybe we should be asking why they're so convinced. Sometimes the craziest sounding claims come from the realest places of fear. Stay vigilant, document everything, and never be afraid to ask questions, even when people think you're tripping. Your reality is your reality, and you got every right to investigate when something feels off. I seen a video too. He was taking a video of his mom. She's just cooking there, and you just do not know, man. Like a doppelganger type shit. Like, who are you? Like, you are not my mom, and it freaks you out. Black Mirror shit. Black Mirror shit. But yeah, leave your thoughts.